So exciting to be working with James MacMillan again. We celebrated our 25th anniversary with his very significant work, 7 Last Words, and he is writing us a new piece for next season, so we're really looking into the future, and he's writing a new work for us and Alison Balsom.
I can understand why many composers are drawn to write for a group like this. They're different from the other ensembles that operate in a place like Scotland. It's not a string quartet, it's not an orchestra, it's not a chamber orchestra. It's something different again.
We're in Tramway, which is a great arts venue in Glasgow. It's also the new home of Scottish Ballet. It's a wonderful combination of old industrial building, and it's been renovated in a very contemporary way, and it sort of fits with what we're all about, Scottish Ensemble. You know, we don't get stuck in one period of time. We sort of throw one against the other.
Speaking personally, I have a number of works for those little groups, and also a number of works for very large groups, and there's a kind of gap in the middle at the moment that I'm very anxious to fill. The new piece I'm writing for the Scottish Ensemble will also involve the trumpeter Alison Balsom. Alison is a fantastic virtuoso soloist, and I used to be a trumpeter myself, not a very good one, I hasten to add, but I love the trumpet, I love writing for brass. I tend to use brass a lot. And there's something of that world of the Baroque concerto or concertino that appeals, even in the time scale, you know, a 10-minute, 12-minute, 15-minute piece, which is much more economical with material compared to some of the bigger pieces I've been writing recently. The really lovely thing about this ensemble is that it is, of course, a group of solo players themselves. And there are various different ways of dividing that sound world. It can play uniformly, like a quintet of strings, if you like, but you can also divide it into a whole range of solo sounds, disparate sounds. So although it seems an enforced economy, if you like, compared to some of the orchestral pieces that one can imagine, there's a whole range of different ways of exploring the sound world, knowing that they are all marvellous individual players in their own right.
This piece is by Alex Smoke, who's a music producer, electronica artist, who works mainly in dance music, and he wanted to write a piece for a classical ensemble, and he's decided to write it for us. I think what makes Scottish Ensemble unique is the live concert experience. The way we interact on stage, I think it's quite unique, and I think the audience can respond to that. And the combination of kind of old music and new music, of the familiar and the unfamiliar, and it's all sort of thrown together, makes for a very, very special concert experience. One of the highlights of next season is Peter Whisperway coming to play a new piece by Aulis Salonen, a Finnish composer. And he's an extremely flexible and all-round musician. He's also going to be playing a concerto by Vivaldi. So again, we're kind of throwing two very, very different things together and see what comes out of it. Another highlight is Joe Cutler writing us a piece for solo violin, strings and electronics. We're really excited to be going to the Wigmore as we have been in the past, and this is really strengthening our audience in London. We're also going to start recording our concerts live and develop our own live label, which is a very exciting new development for us.
It's very embarrassing with him just I'm only kidding. I hope you're not embarrassed about all these nice things I'm saying about you.
For a composer, keep going.